In this video, I will be checking out your builds in Theme Park Tycoon 2. I asked you guys over on my Discord to submit your builds so I can check them out in Theme Park 2, and we are going to be doing that today. If you haven't submitted your build, go do it. The link is in the description, and maybe I will be checking out the next video. So the first build is made by Vortexer, and he says it's a sci-fi AA turret. Now that's an interesting name for, well, a build, so let's load that in. He says this item was made by me to implement into Fall of Cybertron Park. Alright. Oh my god, this one is a lot bigger than I actually was expecting. Here we have the build, and wow, this is actually looking very, very good. I have no idea if this is from like a movie or a game where it's inspired from, but I love like the glowing part inside. That actually works very good, since of course we don't have like neon part, so he used like some lights, but that really looks so good. It is a lot of gray. I would have liked to maybe see like a little bit of like color difference in like the gray everywhere, since now even if you just like slightly add a like tint of gray in here, like there, and like stuff like that, just it starts to look so much better in some way. As you can see, it just adds a little bit more of depth into the build instead of it being very flat, and the only thing you kind of have is just like the shadow of it. That's the only thing I say I would improve in this model, for since it is already looking amazing, and from a distance this is very, very cool. I am going to give this a 2.5 star rating. I really like this turret. On to the next build, which is made by Gooodbyeee, and he says it's a space shot tower. Alright, that's sounding very cool. It's made with the new launch freefall, and oh, so this looks like a rocket launch pad in some way. I think this is like where normally the rocket is attached to. And even has like a whole queue attached to it. That is very nice. So just like a full done, complete, why am I saying that in so many words? It's just a one and done thing that you place down in your park. So let's put it on testing. Yeah, for the rest, of course, the ride itself, I don't think it has a custom sequence. It still does the same. But yeah, it does look very nice. This can definitely fit into like a park if you maybe have like a space themed area with rockets or some other things. Very nice build. There's not much else to look at apart from, of course, these towers. So I'm going to be giving this a 2-star rating. Okay, on to the next build, which is made by Flinkus the Bingus. Some of these names, guys. He says it's a mansion building pack. Alright, let's have a look what's all in this. Alright, he says it's not the best. I don't have much experience with primitives, but I actually have to say this is still very nice, actually. This is, of course, not too much in this pack. This is mainly stuff I guess you put like as an interior. So we have like a piano, which looks kinda nice. I really like actually the bookshelf. The thing I would have maybe suggested is hiring some of these books and make some, of course, then lower, since now they're all like on the same height. So once you just add like a little bit of like height variation in this, the books just already start to look like a lot more just on its own, as you can see. And maybe just not use very bright colors for books, since I'm not sure books are normally lime green. I'm not exactly sure what this is. I feel like it's some sort of drums, but I'm not sure if that's this. And I do actually really like the chair. I like how he like rounded off the edges. That's very nice. But yeah, it's not too much to look at. The models that he has are alright, but there are definitely a lot of ways to improve on it, so I'm going to give this a 1-star rating. On to the next build, which is by Chills, and he submitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 builds in one go. So I will be combining some into one, and let's have a look at everything he built. So the first build is the Ferrari F40, so let's load that in. Okay, here we go, and oh my god, I was not expecting it to be this. Oh my, this looks insane. Is there an engine? No, there's no engine, but he did add actually like the brakes on the wheels. That is very cool. Wow. I have no idea out of what year this comes, but it has like the lights that could like go up and down. Wow, this looks amazing. This doesn't feel like Theme Park 2 anymore. Like everything is very rounded up. Of course you see the parts, but that's the game. Even like the little Ferrari logo on the back. Wow, this looks amazing. Let's actually have a look on the inside of the car. Oh my god, I feel like I am in the car now. No one can tell me this is Theme Park 2. Like this doesn't look like Theme Park 2 anymore. Like you can have someone next to you. Even like the glass use is very actually good. Like, you barely see the edges. This is, again, an amazing build. There's not much better you can do from it, apart from some items a little bit glitching and overlapping. Yeah, this is amazing. I really, really like this. And yeah, this is an awesome build. I'm going to give this a 4.5 star rating. Okay, let's go to the next build, which is a TIE fighter. Of course, still made from the same person. And oh my, okay. This is, of course, Star Wars. So by the looks of things, I need to get this myself and put this into place. Since by the looks of things, it isn't at the moment. I think, I am pretty sure they are... Oh, they don't fit with the items. Oh, that is sad. Is there a way to make that fit? Or are they just... like, no, it doesn't fit. I'm not sure if there's a way to make them fit, but I cannot seem to figure it out. But apart from that, that's how the wings, I think, are supposed to be. But again, look at this model. There are some items missing on the back. Sadly, there are some holes, and also at the bottom. But for the rest, yeah, there's not much on the inside. It is very detailed. I love all the bolted details. The texture use of this, with so many different textures. With like rock, concrete, I think it's even asphalt, and like whatever that texture is again, I forgot the name. There's so many different textures and colors on this, and I think the same for this. This also looks very nice. Sadly, I cannot place them together. There are some items missing, but still, I think this deserves a 2.5 star rating. Okay, let's delete this and head on to his next build, which I will be loading 2 in. One is Gooodbyeee and the other one is Hagrid, if I'm correct. And both of them are made for the spiral slides. Alright, let's place these next to each other. There we go. And these are, of course, 2 characters from Harry Potter. This is Gooodbyeee. This is like the house elf, I think. And this actually looks... Wow, look at those eyes. Like, how is that even possible in this game? Like, how did he create the shape? I don't see how that's possible. Yeah, the use of, again, like these textures and just the colors is so good. He's a bit small, but I guess you can scale him up. Yeah, he looks very accurate. There's not much, I guess, to say from this model. Very nice. And then, of course, next to him, Hagrid, which I'm not really sure how accurate his face looks, but you can, I guess, tell he is Hagrid. He is a very big man, and I do like how he's holding the lamp, and I guess he's waving. I'm just going to rate these builds together, and I think I'm going to give this a 3-star rating. I know how difficult it is to actually model like these faces and stuff. That is so difficult. So yeah, I think a 3-star rating is well deserved. The next one is a big wolf spider, and I'm actually kind of scared to load this in since I am not a big fan of spiders. Oh, no. Very cool build. 2.5 stars. Let's continue. Which is a terrain and water pack. I'm not really sure what that means. And oh my god, there is a lot of things happening here. Alright, let's load this in. And this is actually a very useful pack, I have to say, since all of these are just pre-made terrain pieces, which you can just copy over and place into each other. That's amazing. I think these are like all like hanging leaves, or like the vines. Oh my god, look how many parts these are. And then we also got some dead grass, I guess. And then we also have this custom water, which, as you can see, is made up by multiple glass layers to make it look like more of this like bluey water, and you can actually still put things into the water. That's a very cool technique, but I love like this terrain. This is actually some very cool terrain. It, of course, has all the grass on it. There's some very cool and unique shapes, and you can definitely do some very cool things with like combining these. Like, let me just quickly place like just this rock here. Let's rotate this one like 180 degrees, and there you go. Now you have instantly an arch, and it's just looks like this, and you've basically done all of that very quick. That's very, very cool. I love how you made that. I think actually this is like a very, very useful pack. There's some amazing stuff in this. It's also just teaching you how to, I guess, build these things if you want to build it from yourself. So I'm going to give this a 3.5 star rating. I really like this. Okay, let's go to the next build, which we will again be putting together. It is a palm tree pack and a jungle tree pack. All right, there I have both loaded them in. The first one is, of course, the palm tree pack, and these palm trees look amazing. I think these are made before we had the new primitives, since we of course now have the actual primitives with these shapes instead of only the half versions. But still, this looks amazing. I love the shapes of all of these palm trees. We've got like a double one, a single one, even one that's like completely arched like that. These are definitely very useful in your park. I really like these. And then next here, we also have these jungle trees. I'm not sure how jungly these trees are. I thought with like jungle trees, they normally have like all the vines hanging, so I wouldn't instantly say they are jungle trees, but I guess because of this, you can sort of this. There's probably some sort of jungle tree that looks like this. And then we got another very small palm tree. I'm not sure why that was in this pack. But again, these trees look very, very beautiful. Of course, we do got the new trees in the Theme Park Tycoon 2 last update, which of course look like this. But until we got like these trees also in this sort of type, these are definitely so much better than, of course, well, whatever this palm tree is. Alright, I think I am going to give this a 3-star rating. I know I'm giving a lot of high ratings for all of these builds, but they are just very impressive, very good. I know how difficult some of these things is to build, so I think that's a very fair star rating. Okay, that's all of them made by Chills and Tizzy. Let's continue to some other people that made some builds. It is a droid and trooper. I think this is also going to be Star Wars. We have a lot of Star Wars in this video. It is the Dark Ride Legacy. Let's load it in. And then here we have the builds. And I've actually already seen them in his park. So I just made them a blueprint. But yeah, again, wow, these things is just so impressive. Like these, like modeling characters and things like that is one of the hardest thing to do in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Same as this trooper. Like Roblox is blocky. A lot of things are blocky. So how do you make something that is just this round and like smooth, and this looks incredible. And then we got one final version here which is standing up. Like even like the gun looks very, very good. I really like this build. I think actually I know this is probably one of the most difficult things you can model inside of the game. I'm going to give this, just all three together, a 4-star rating. Alright, let's head to the last build of this video, which is made by Lord Vader, and he says it's a car park. Now there are some images on this, but I'm not exactly sure where they are supposed to be. I actually have no idea how that works. It probably would look a lot better, and there's some items missing. He also says this is made on console, so that's actually quite impressive. I'm just going to fix some of these models for him. I'm a very nice person. This is probably some lines missing. There we go. Alright. I guess he has probably some images for like arrows, like the disabled spots, stuff like that, or at least that's what he's saying. But I have no idea where they are actually supposed to go. So if those were probably added, it would probably be like 1.5 star. Without them, I'm going to give this a 1-star rating. Alright, and that is the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. We are closing into 500,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. So guys, I will say, as always, goodbye.